just an assertion for which you have no evidence.
There'll be consequences if...
Yeah?
Your sentence could be significantly longer for...
I don't believe that.
We know everything.
You might be able to tell your gran that.
Don't change the subject. You communicate using codes. He realized that it would reduce his sentence if...
Wait, will you offer me the same deal?
If you tell us what you know, yes.
Okay then.
Of an entire profession.
Please start from the very beginning. What happened?
I was sitting at the back of the traffic jam and the bloke just rammed into my lorry. He only stepped on the brakes at the last second.
So, he failed to notice the traffic jam and crashed into your vehicle, yes?
I just said that. This stretch of road is so straight, you can't miss anything. If I lose my job because of him...
Yes, I saw him. He took off in a black ATV.
I'll get him.
Keep an eye on the helicopter. It's following our suspect, and we'll show you where you need to go.
Mr. Sternberg, you're under arrest. You will have to pay...
I won't say a word without my solicitor.
I don't care. Who do you sell the drugs to?
I don't sell the drugs at all.
And then someone collects the car?
Presumably.
What can you tell me about the seller?
I don't know him personally. Well, the dealer went crazy one. Well, if that hadn't happened, you...
Don't be so sure about that.
Well, whatever. But not as much as in the moment when I saw you.
Thank you for your cooperation. You seem to imply that the other driver was distracted. Is that right?
Yes, I know my fellow drivers. They live in their cabs. You don't want to know what else they occupy themselves with. Trimming their toenails and reading the paper are the most harmless amongst them.
On the contrary, I'd love to know. Can you prove any of this?
No! How am I supposed to prove it?
In that case, you should be careful with statements like that. I've heard enough for now. Thank you. Hello, Conrad. Actually, I'm not particularly surprised as...
Well, what can I say?
You should be more careful.
Yes, of course.
Of course you didn't.
Yes.
That explains a lot.
Conrad, I have to tell you something important. Your anonymous tips are all well and good, but that's irresponsible of you.
Yes, you're right.
You have to be careful. No, we need to be on our way now.
Following the good groundwork we have done here together, we would now like to put a permanent stop to the human trafficking ring. To do this, we will once again be working together with Customs. You already...
That's right. Thank you, Mr. Becker. We have the name of the suspect, the address of his front company, and the element of surprise on our... This all needs to be watertight and run smoothly. This is not a civilian operation. We will move out in patrol cars and uniforms and make it very official. If it comes to a pursuit, we've got our helicopter in the air. We want to be absolutely sure that we arrest the guy. So I'm with you again. Let's get going.
Well, Mr. Grunwald,
Well, talk then.
I'm afraid I'm not going to be as friendly as the Autobahn police. You're lucky that it's not actually you
She's right. But if you refuse...
So,
We're offering you exactly what we've just described.
drive to the Sternberg Import-Export Company.
That was fast.
I'd already thought about what I was going to do on...
We should let the boss know. Hello, can you give me a quick overview of the current situation?
Yes, of course. The logs fell from the lorry, taking the traffic behind it completely by surprise. Most of the drivers were lucky. The driver is seriously injured. The lorry driver and these drivers are still approachable.
Thank you very much for the information. I want... Hello,
Yes, of course. Ask away.
Okay, thank you. But you still seem to be in a state of shock.
Well, I was driving along, completely relaxed in this beautiful weather, and then everything happened really quickly. The car right behind the lorry, then the two other vehicles in front of me tried to stop. It seems the person behind me...
Did you see anything which could help determine the cause of...
No.
Yes, you're right.
Get ready. Looks like the money's about to be handed over.
Oh, crap! What?
Oh no! What's that guy doing there?
I know him. That must have been your informant. Damn, the suspect's fleeing. I'll catch him.
Let's open the lorry's cargo hold, quickly!
Hello.
Yes, of course.
How did the accident happen?
I've been driving timber transporters for over 20 years now, but I know that I heard an unusually loud grinding noise. I saw the first log sliding.
Do you think something on the trailer broke?
Yes.
Okay then. Thank you very much for your...
Worked out so well in the past. We have formed a task force made up of Autobahn police and... Its goal is to stop human trafficking and to arrest the men behind. Several of you already know Miss Schaefer, our colleague from Customs, who will now update us on...
Hello, everybody. Thanks to an anonymous tip, we've had a breakthrough in this case. At first, it all sounded very unlikely, but we've checked their information and found out that it was sound and therefore very credible. In short, we are looking for a lorry with this logo, which is currently supposed to be on the Autobahns in this area. We hope to catch the people in charge this way. Are there any questions? Nope? Then let's go. Oh, by the way, I'm with you today.
What did you find out?
We followed a lead and at least got a photo of the suspect as a result.
Good work. This is a start. Getting to the bottom of this matter is dear to my heart, Mr. Hans. Your experience is priceless, but let's not get sentimental. We have a press conference to attend to.
Our fellow officers in the Autobahn police force have once again made a great breakthrough. The securing of a large amount of drugs represents a historic blow against organized crime.
Okay, I'm Hans, your partner.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. We'll have enough time to talk in the car, so let's get going. The patrol car is in the yard. You can drive. It's nice to be chauffeured around at my age.
Hello, Mr.
Yeah, that...
Did
Here,
We're done for the...
So you are Miss Schmidt.
Yes, that's me. It's a pleasure.
You're 10 minutes late.
Oh yeah, I got stuck in a traffic jam, you see, and your colleague at reception...
That doesn't interest me. I tell everyone this. You have a dangerous job. Anything can happen at any time on the Autobahn. And you're going to be spending a large part of your life in your patrol car from now on.
Hello, please, what, they... Did... Yeah. Oh...
Taking the personal details before you speak to the people. In the meantime, talk to the driver.
Is this a standard procedure?
No, it isn't, but it complies with an unwritten rule.
And what would that be?
Follow your instinct.
Got it. Hello. Why have you stopped here on the Autobahn?
Hello? The tractor won't go anymore. I think there's something wrong with the engine.
This location is not completely safe. Have you called the breakdown service yet?
Yes, they should be here in a few minutes.
Could I take a look at your load?
Why? Well, if you have to.
Thanks.
Fortunately, he chose to swerve to the same side. I think I saw the face of the other driver shortly before the impact. He seemed... Then there was the crash and I blacked out for a moment.
Thanks. Hello, Mr. Abend.
Who are you? How did I get here?
Try to relax.
An accident?
Come on, pull yourself together.
We're
not getting anywhere like this. Please try to describe the accident for me.
But I can't remember a thing.
We're not getting anywhere like this. Relax.
And welcome to our station.
Hello, Mrs. Roth. Were you expecting me?
No, but the wall isn't all that thick.
Why is the old man so upset? 10 minutes late on my first day. Worse things have happened.
3 things you should know. Firstly, Mr. Becker only means well. The police station, the people here, and our work are very important to him. Secondly, I work very closely with Mr. Becker. I tell him what's going on at the police station. And thirdly, I hope for your sake that Roland didn't just hear that. You should control yourself in future.
You're right. I don't know what got into me.
Well, now you know. And now head up and get out there on the roads. You better go to the changing room on the ground floor and get changed. You'll find your partner there too. His name is Hans Haas. You don't just want to spend your first day chit-chatting, right?
Of course. First, you know why I'm here. A woman received the fright of her life and is in a severe state of shock. The man who crashed into her was just lucky. Listen, I can understand your personal situation. My colleague here will take down your personal details. You can sort everything out with your girlfriend later. Time for a donut. I'd like one, please.
Here you go. I hope you enjoy it.
Yummy.
I'll try.
Are you aware that you were driving on the wrong side of the Autobahn?
Oh dear.
What fellow?
This young lad was driving really close to me. I guess I panicked a bit. I'm so sorry.
I know.
Yes, carry on.
So, you work here at the petrol station, right? May I ask you something?
Hello, I'm actually the leaseholder. My 2 sons and I have operated the petrol station for more than 10 years. Feel free to go ahead and ask me.
Is it correct that you sell this rare brand of cigarettes?
Yes, that's correct. There used to be more demand for it, but these days we only sell it rarely.
How often have you sold this brand in the last week?
Exactly once. Some guy bought a whole carton of them.
Your petrol station has CCTV cameras, right? Could you give us a picture of the buyer?
Of course, that's why we have this system. Give me a few minutes.
Hey, we need you on the road immediately. It sounds quite serious.
Okay, we'll set off immediately. Hello, may I please have one of your heavenly donuts?
Here.
Thank you. I can't get enough of your donuts.
Here you go.
What would I can't get enough of...
Of course.
Thank you. Hello.
Here.
What would I can't...
Of course.
It's the best cure for hunger. Hello.
Here.
What would I do? You're under arrest. You're coming with us to the station. What do we have here? And there's another code on...
Yeah, I'd better take a photo of it and...
Good idea. That was fast. He's just sent us new coordinates.
This is turning into a real paper chase.
You're right. But if everything is in order...
I can't explain it either.
Try anyway.
No,
Well, I think this needs further investigation. I'll take a look around first.
Go right ahead. To the loading.
You do know that, as the driver of the vehicle, you are ultimately responsible for the safety of the load.
Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry.
We're done here. You and your employer will definitely get a letter regarding the incident. In the meantime, get better.
Thanks.
Hey, it's good to see you here. A lorry has got stuck in an awkward position. We should get out there and check that everything is in order.
Okay then. What are we waiting for? Hello, Miss Freitag.
Yes, I'm okay.
I need to ask you some questions. What you're feeling is perfectly normal. I'm not here to make any judgments. Take a deep breath.
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much, Miss...
I will do.
Could you perhaps tell me how the lorry and...
I can't really say much. I was only just able to react and brake in time.
I understand. Thank you very much.
I will do.
Tell me about the rear-end collision.
I came to a standstill. The car behind ran straight into me.
Okay, that's... Thank you very much, Miss...
I will do.
You've actually already helped us a great deal. What? If you hadn't riddled one of your buyer's cars with bullet holes...
What?
We already know quite a bit, Mr...
Attempted murder?
You don't even believe that yourself.
Okay.
You had a considerable
Not at all.
And how do you arrange the meetings?
The meetings take place in Autobahn toilets.
When you say apprentices, it's...
Obviously, I'm not your typical businessman.
Give me the name of your employer.
I don't know anyone personally.
That's very regrettable. Where do the drugs come from?
No idea.
Come on, Mr...
Okay. One of our men has been driving the Autobahns.
When are the drugs coming?
I don't know exact.
How will we recognize the lorry?
It's got a logo from a fake haulage firm.
That should help us. That's it. You're under arrest. You're coming with us to the station. You're under arrest. You're coming with us to the... Oh, could you perhaps describe to me how the accident happened?
Yes, of course. I was thinking, that bird is flying strangely. Then I heard a crashing sound. Of course, I instinctively braked immediately, but wasn't able to stop in time.
Did you perhaps see anything else?
Yes, maybe. We were at a rest stop, not... It could just be a coincidence.
Thanks, that's useful information. That's it. Hello?
Yes? I'm okay.
You're in shock. I'll make this as quick as possible.
Thanks. Feel free to go ahead and ask me.
Tell us what you saw. Every detail.
Hey guys, there's been an accident on a bridge.
Okay, we'll set off straight away.
Hey, one of the donut shops is being robbed. You'll get the exact coordinates in the car.
On our way. Mr. Schmidt?
Ask away.
That's very reasonable. Did you know what you were transporting in your lorry?
Yes.
Are these people refugees?
Yes.
Do you know where these people come from?
I don't know.
Don't you have a conscience?
No.
Who is your employer?
You don't honestly believe I would do something like this,
No, I don't.
You can ask me anything, but I won't say anything about that.
At least tell us where these people are being taken.
No.
Did I understand you correctly?
Yes.
I assume you will also remain silent.
Even if I wanted to,
You will have to answer for your deeds. He was drunk behind the wheel of his lorry and pleaded with me not to report him. He was desperate, but I never thought he would go so far as to take his own life.
I'm sure you did the right thing. Sorry, I have to get on with things here.
Okay. What you just witnessed is terrible, but
yes.
thank you.
I was traveling in the outside lane, then I saw the man. I braked, but
For press and public relations here. If anything goes wrong here, she's the one who sorts it out for us. I hope you have no need to make use of her talents, but I think you should introduce yourself, just in case.
Thank you, Mr. Becker. I will.
realized I couldn't avoid the man, so I yanked the steering wheel. I certainly didn't want to run him over.
No, you didn't. An ambulance will take you to the hospital.
Hey, I can see you're blaming yourself. Who knows what would have happened if you had let the driver go? I know things like this weigh heavily, and what will be, will be.
Thanks for trying to cheer me up.
Oh my God.
Ah, you're awake. Have a quick check over.
Yes, of
Well, what do we have?
Have you found anything of interest?
Weren't you supposed to stay out?
I was outside, but I want to watch you do your police work.
Okay, but don't touch anything. The things I found here are definitely drug paraphernalia.
Oh, I knew it.
Hey, don't lean on that. There on the wall. It looks like a code.
Where? Oh no!
Great, now half of it's been smudged. It's good that you want to help us, but you're only making everyone's life more difficult when you do things like that. Who knows how valuable the remaining information is going to be? I'd better get back to the station anyway. You certainly shouldn't stay here alone. Go.
I will do.
It's like these that our Autobahns are once again a bit safer.
Oh, it's you. It must have been you who called the station, right?
Yes?
Okay, tell us what you saw.
So, until just a moment ago, there were two really dodgy characters knocking around here.
And what were they doing that was so dodgy?
One of them was just standing around, waiting.
Okay, I'll see if I can find anything suspicious inside. I hope you didn't go in there.
No, of course not.
Please wait outside.
Anything goes wrong here. I hope you have no need to make use of her talents.
Thank you, Mr. Becker.
Mr. Kohler, may I speak to you?
Yes, of course. I'm sure that bloke has told you a whole load of bollocks.
calm down.
Hello, Mrs. Horde.
No, but the wall isn't all that thick.
Why's the old man so upset?
3 things you should know. Secondly, I work very closely with Mr. Becker. And thirdly,
You're right. I don't know what got into me.
well, now you know. You'll find your partner there too.
Of course not.
I don't want to hear any more disrespectful language. Is that clear?
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
All right. Tell me what happened from your point of view.
That bloke over there. Sorry. The driver of the car tried to cut back in front of me really closely. And in the process, he hit my car and swerved out of control.
The other driver stated that you accelerated intentionally in order to make it more difficult for him to return to the outside lane. Is that true?
I beg your pardon? Of all the nerve! Just because he can't drive properly, he has to make up a claim like that. I most certainly did.
Fantastic work. This case was our #1 priority, and you have delivered results. This really is a milestone for us. Go next door. Leonie wants to speak to you. And something else. We will need the meeting room quite soon, as our cooperation with customs is in the offing.
Good to see you. The stone thrower has kept not only our station on its toes, but also the press in the area, and you arrested him. For this reason, I'd like you to attend the press conference about the arrest.
Talk about stupid. This had to happen to me. Oh, man.
Stay calm. No one's been hurt. Take a deep breath and explain how this happened.
Okay, yes. So, while I was driving, I heard a funny noise and I saw in my wing mirror that I was losing my load. I was so terrified, I not only jammed on the brakes, I whipped the steering wheel around too. And before I knew it, I'd crashed into the bridge.
That was quite a crash, huh? May I ask you a few questions anyway?
Yes, go ahead.
How did the accident happen?
It was probably my fault. I'm sorry.
Fair enough, but that doesn't answer my question.
I failed to notice the traffic jam. That shouldn't have happened.
And how come you didn't notice the traffic jam? It's a straight stretch of road after all.
I was, briefly distracted.
Were you perhaps clipping your toenails while driving?
No! How did you come to such an idea?
That brown stain on your shirt, is that coffee?
Could be.
The stain seems quite recent. Were you eating breakfast while driving? Is that why you were distracted?
You caught me. If I...
The usual, please.
Here.
What would I do with... I can't get enough of your donuts.
Here you go.
Thank you. Time for a donut.
We always have a donut for a hungry police officer.
Yummy. You're under arrest. You're coming with us to the station.
Let's hope that no one was hurt during the landing.
I'm glad you brought the plane down safely.
Yes, but I wouldn't have managed it without your help.
Why did you have to make an emergency landing in the first?
Well, the fuel was running low.
And how did that happen?
Actually, neither of those.
You're always responsible for ensuring that everything is correct prior to the beginning of a flight. The breakdown service will take you back to the city.
Cleared so that plane can land. Who can take this?
Well, it's a bit embarrassing.
It can't be all that bad.
Yeah, well,
You didn't keep an eye on...
Understood?
Understood, Mr. Becker.
All right. Welcome to the...
The fuel gauge?
yes, but
But what?
have you seen the price of petrol?
You're not serious, are you?
Well, yes. Petrol is always so expensive at the petrol station.
Road safety must always take priority. You do realize that, don't you?
Of course. I'll be on my way shortly.
My colleague will call a towing service for you now. At your expense.
Is that really necessary?
Yes, you are carelessly endangering road traffic here.
I should have tanked up.
And to make sure you really learn your lesson, I'm going to issue you a ticket as well.
No, not that as well.
Otherwise, you'll never learn your lesson. Belong to.
No comment.
As you wish. What were you doing there before you did a runner on us?
Business, of course.
So you use the Autobahn toilets for your drug deals?
Autobahn toilets are known as a place where there isn't much snooping around.
That's good to know. Where did the bullet holes in your vehicle come from?
A difference of opinion with a client.
From a drug deal gone wrong?
Exactly.
I have all the information I need.
I want to congratulate you on the arrest.
Thanks. We'll definitely keep that in mind. Hello, Mr.
Yes, I've already told your colleague, but I'm really happy to see you. I'm still a little confused.
May I ask you a few questions, or
You can try.
can you please describe the accident?
Of course.
Apparently, you're still in quite a state of shock.
Relax.
Just give it a try. Are you feeling a little better? Please tell me how the accident happened.
I was traveling along comfortably. I thought nothing of it until a short time later when, out of the blue, everything happened really quickly.
Could you describe the lorry?
I didn't even notice the number plate, as the lorry overtook me.
Okay, this will be of help for us.
The truck...
You've done the right thing. Don't look so depressed.
Take care of the driver of the affected car immediately.
Got it. Thank you.
Hello. Glad that you came.
Well then, Konrad, what did you see?
You know, I'm a big fan of the police.
Then help us.
Oh, yes. Of course.
Could you see the suspect's vehicle?
Yes.
Did you see this man?
Yes, exactly.
This will definitely help us. Did you see the suspect's number plate?
Of course.
Are you certain?
Yes, definitely. And as a good citizen, you record important information, of course.
Thank you, this is very useful and... That's everything.
There's one more thing. Look at this.
Hey, we have something for you again. Someone has just reported a suspicious vehicle that looks like it has bullet holes in it.
They really are bullet holes. Wow, this really is a large amount of drugs. How did he provoke you?
Every time I overtook him, he veered around and overtook me.
I've heard enough for now. Hello, Miss Glockner. First of all, thank you for making yourself available as a witness.
My pleasure.
Please go ahead.
I don't like driving on the Autobahn. I could really see that they were getting more and more aggressive. What triggered things, or who provoked who first, I couldn't say. They kept overtaking one another.
Okay, I see.
Yes, the dark car had just overtaken the red one again.
Did the dark car cut back in too closely?
Yes, indeed.
As the dark car began to overtake?
Yes, it did.
Okay, thank you.
Your donuts.
Here, freshly baked goods for our friend and helper.
Yummy.